Yo guys, welcome back to another day in the life out in Tokyo. Today we're going to do some vintage shopping just out near like where we live. We're going to a store called Ether that like just recently moved to Omotesando. I haven't been to like their new location before. It looks pretty sick. Some of my friends went there already. And then we're probably also going to Lev Market today. Last time was like a pleasant experience. It was like the second day of like their opening. But it was like pretty fiery, bought like a lot of stuff. So yeah, let's go, let's get it. Guys, so we're at the store called Ether. I was just talking to like the staff. They told me the store is called Ether because the Beauty Beast track list or CD, and there's like a song inside called Ether, or it's either that like that album is titled Ether. I'm not too sure. Over here, like we see like a lot of good collections from them already. Not just branded stuff. Like I see like a lot of the songs that inspires me a lot. They also like say they used to watch like a lot of like my YouTube stuff. So I guess like you know. People like really do grow up and like start doing amazing things. Again, Miyake, like 14th addiction type shit. What I'm wearing today is the Pierce tee from like New Troubled Waters collection, and the pants, cross fringe pants, also from ACD6. Wallet and chain, also from ACD6. It's quite a vibe, no? Like a lot of good stuff here, not gonna lie. Aside from this, they also have a lot of collection from like surprisingly not just black and white, but they also have like a lot of colors up in here. For example, this is something from 2047. In Chinese we call it 2047, but in English I can't translate the numbers immediately. It's like these alien Y2K designs. They work like this. And then we had on like these two racks. According to like the staff at the store, told me these are like the two racks that they really want to recommend to people. And I think it consists of like some stuff from like Old Rick, Dust Later, the Autumn Winter 2006, some jackets from Anna Mister. And then we head on to like my favorite rack, of course, the rack full of like all the Julia stuff and all like the Rick. Puts a smile on my face, literally. And let's try this on actually. I like it, it matches like my old red color. It's like my OG color. They have like the old like Owens leather jacket silhouettes. These are like the same silhouettes as my F1 jacket. I have the exact same piece of this on black that I wore to like Lev Market in the previous video. I have like the same thing here, just off like a different wash, same silhouette from old Julius. And these are like some classic Rick Owens old tops. You can tell from like the sideways tags. It's from like before, like anywhere between 2003 to 2008, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It's Giorgio Prato leather jacket brand that always comes in like a good pricing. Very solid, very solid. Did you find anything you like? Alice Hall one, but if it's too small, like probably the Issey Miyake. Where's the Issey Miyake? This is what Lynn likes from me. Like really old tag. I used to have like a jacket that's also with this tag. Great store. Guys, look what I'm trying on out here. This is from Damir Doma's first collection. Made out of pony hair. This is kind of crazy, man. This might be a cop, like it just really has like that vibe, and since like I work with like closely with Cote CEO right now at my agency, kind of makes sense that I wear like a little bit of the Dami and Doma, you know what I mean? I have like some stuff from Anna Mister here, petite jewelries, like a bracelet here, pretty sick, from Gaultier, that's probably from Rick. That's probably also from Rick. And the last rack we probably want to go through here in the store. This rack full of jackets. Starting off very strong. It's like a CCP dead end jacket. Beautiful stuff. Still like the best to ever do it. Not gonna lie. I don't wear CCP as much as I used to. It's just like a little bit like too many people wearing it. But I'm still like a big collector. Still like a big fan. Forever like a big fan of the master. What else we have here? From like the Henner. I would say it's probably from Julius. Very fair pricing. Nice silhouette as always. I have something exactly similar. There's this leather jacket from a brand called Issey. I think it's like an old Japanese brand. The only problem is that these jackets, they come in like super small. So if you're not like model size or extra skinny, I'll say like beware of buying these online. Definitely come to a store like this and try them on. And one piece that the staff recommended me earlier is this one. I actually have no idea what brand it is from, but it has like this really cool wired collar. Oh, it's a bit small. Guys, it turned out to be a bit small on me. It's like on the shoulders, it's like really tight, and on the sleeves too. So trying to show them all to see like the gradients, like the black to the gray to the brown to the wax black. But yeah, good stuff. So I guess that's it for the store, guys. Like, super nice space, as you can tell. Ether, guys. Make sure to check it out when you're out in Japan. Guys, we're at Lev right now. I'm trying on this jacket from the old Helmut line. Actually, I've like never really been a big fan of like these military base, like more regular jackets, but this one's quite nice, also with like all the color and stuff. This might be a game changer. You might see me start wearing workwear stuff. Guys, I feel like they have like a real good rotation out here. These are some like Rick Owens Ramones, and like this cotton canvas fabric for around 300 bucks. I think it's not too bad. 2016 with like the little eyes, you already know. The shoe game is like really solid. Like, it switched up a lot also, like the selection. It means that they've been selling good amounts. These shoes are some like their Bickenbergs. Really sick, size 40. If they're 2 sizes bigger, I might consider, even though they're not that practical. Has like this big zipper. This goes down all the way. They also have these distressed knit. This one Lynn likes a lot. It's from a brand that I don't actually know. From Nozomi Ishiguro. This one's from Alice Awa, the spiderweb long sleeve. Again, one of those pieces where I wish it was like men's size. Guys, lastly, this Dior Homme leather jacket. Kind of like what the internet likes nowadays. From 2009, going for 1,200. These are not from the Eddie era. These are from like the Chris era. But good piece. I tried it on, but it looks a bit too small on me. But good stuff, amazing design. Hey, what up guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to walk you through the new Troubled Waters collection titled Troubled Water Act 6. The 6th collection of Troubled Waters. It's around slightly over 1.5 years of running the brand, and we've done like a lot of cool stuff, but we got into Sunplus in Korea, and most importantly Nubian, one of the greatest stockists in the whole of Japan, which is kind of crazy. I used to be a customer there throughout like 2015, 2017 and all that, and we did it without holding like any sort of like a showroom, without following schedule, without anything. They just loved the clothes and like they loved me, and we kind of just hooked it up. Like, super happy. If you go to like their website right now, like they bought around 14 SKUs from like our collection, and basically all of it is already sold out as of right now, and they've only been at the store for around 3 weeks. So we just had like a meeting with them today. Like, we're thinking about doing like an offline event there. I don't know, like if you guys think it's a good idea to do something at Nubians, and let me know in the comments if you guys want to see like more offline events for Troubled Waters. And so guys, without further ado, let's get right into Troubled Waters ACT 6 review. Let's go. So the first item in the collection is the wax utility vest from Troubled Waters ACT 6. This is the piece that I've been personally like using for like the past 2 to 3 weeks ever since I received the sample. I've been wearing them like to my consecutive business trips in Shanghai with Adidas, also throughout like my trip in Singapore where we held like the Lev Market Singapore event. But like having those 2 extra pockets on your body that are not like the pants pocket that are like stuck right between your thighs, it's just like so convenient. They're also like super easy to style with. Like, I feel like they go with like a white tee, black tee. They go with like a white shirt, black shirt, even over jackets or over a vest, similar to like how we style them in like the lookbook. Fabric of it is like waxed cotton that I feel like is a lot more usable and like daily compared to like our previous like waxing experiment. Yeah, all in all, I feel like a very utilitarian, like daily, day-to-day, like cool enough for like special situations, and nicely put together enough for formal situations too. So second piece in the collection is the cross fringe pants, and again, like I'm super biased about these. Like, I absolutely love these. I'm actually wearing them like right now, like on my body, and I've been wearing them again ever since I received all the samples and all that. The fit itself is kind of like the Rick Owens Bella fit, but like more adjusted to like a regular person fit, if that makes any sense, because sometimes the Bellas are just like really built for like 190, 200 centimeters models, like very difficult to wear for like the regular body, at least for me. So as the name suggests, the cross fringe pants have like these fringes all over it, and like the cross refers to like the cross on the back, which makes a very interesting shape that I feel like is definitely like a signature when it comes to this design. And as for the pocket of these pants, they have multiple pockets built in that I feel like are all very practical. For example, on like the front of it, we have like this zip open pocket that adds like double security to basically anything you put inside. This fits basically a phone. On the side of it, we have like another pocket underneath that are just for like more casual items. On the back of it, we have like two big pockets that goes with like two buttons with each. On the side, we have like the big pocket, which is basically where I usually put my beanie inside, because I have like this problem that I always go out and I want my beanie and I forgot about it, but now I just put it in like one of these pockets, and then I kind of like never just forgot about it again. So I feel like in my short career of like designing and running a brand, I feel like this is definitely like one of those products. If someone asked me to just show them one product from Troubled Waters in terms of like the bottoms, I'll probably show them this one, because this is just something that I'm really happy with, including like the fit of it, including like the fabric on it. I feel like this is stepping up like a different level. But yeah, just very happy with these pants. To the next. Well, then the next item in the collection, I think we can talk about something that definitely go with like the pants, and these are like the blistered leather wallet and chain from like Troubled Waters. As always, for like every single act, every single collection, we do have like an accessory, because I feel like in the past we've been making like more simple stuff, and now like we're mixing leather, we're having like, you know, like a lot of like hardware. Again, like we're just stepping like our game up like every single season. I actually also have them on my pants right now. I'm wearing like the cross fringe pants, obviously, and I have like the wallet tied over here. My belt is from like Ridian and all of that. So like this is something that I also use daily, and on this end it is a wallet. It's not too much to explain, but you zip open like the zipper, and it has like the Troubled Waters tag inside, has like a separate layer inside. For these, I feel like there's 3 ways to wear it. Like the way that I was wearing it on my body right now is like this. Basically, I loop it around and it's tied over so I can always see my wallet in front, so I feel like more safe that way. But obviously, like the more traditional way to use it is basically like this. You have this on the front, and then like you have your wallet in your back pocket. So that's like the classic way. And if you want to go like a little bit special, like we always have like this way, where basically I use this as like my tie. So then I'll attach like a b-roll on it, because I cannot do it on the spot, but it's definitely like a very versatile item. Like highly recommend it. Next piece in the collection, I'm trying to take it back to the tops, and these are the spiral cut denim jacket. But these are like the look that we paired for like the Grim Reaper in like the lookbook. So like the model inside that one, that he's probably wearing like a size large, I think, and like the girl, the female model in like the other look, is wearing like a size small. So like it works for male and female. Personally, I think both, they both looked great in it. This fabric itself, as the name suggests, it's a denim, and it's like over dyed into like a very dark gray colorway. The cut itself I found like very interesting, because a lot of the times the spiral cuts are utilized on like the bottoms, but nobody really utilize it on like a piece of clothes. Somebody utilize it on the sleeves, but never on like the main part of the clothes. So I was like, why not? So you can wear it this way. You can kind of unbutton 2 of it and have it like a little bit drop down, or you can unbutton like the whole thing and it looks more like a cape. I think kind of like a poncho. Good piece, and I think definitely like a key jacket, and a design that I'm really happy with in this collection. Alright guys, so taking it back to the pants, to the bottoms, these are the darted jeans from like Troubled Waters Act 6 collection. It is kind of like a mud dark brown colorway, like super light and really good for like the weather. It features like a release hem at the bottom of the jeans, really beautifully over dyed, and this is kind of like a straight, slightly flared fit. So I'm trying to design it to make it also go with when you wear it over your boots or over like your derbies, or like you can also stuff them in. I'm trying to make that perfect pair of pants with like the perfect fit that you can kind of do both. I'll show y'all in like the b-rolls, but it really goes with both of it. I'll say like this is definitely like a fit that goes with like the next item, which is the pierced tee. These 2 items, like I deliberately like styled them like together in like the lookbook. I feel like they really do match. They give off like a very little bit like Riot, you know, like train spotting like type vibe. That is kind of like the vibe that I was going for. Very effortless, almost like everyday wear, but like they have like a lot of details. How I will usually wear the t-shirt, like I'll usually style like a very sheer like long sleeve into it from like a dark brown colorway to like match these. And usually for these, I'll go with the either like my 2 number 9 boots, or like I feel like any old military boots will like also definitely work. And as for like the pierced tee, a small detail is that all of like the piercings on top of it are like custom made for just Troubled Waters. They have like the T over it, and other than that, it's like a blank tee that just really have like a nice fit. No logos whatsoever, because I don't really like too many graphics. Going on, we have like another piece that I've been wearing throughout like my business trips. This is the combat shirt, again like another very utilitarian design. So for this piece, it also comes in super handy when it comes to travels, and I think I don't have to give too much context, like the piece of clothes that stick for itself. As for the fit wise, I'm trying to make it not like a too big type of shirt, you know, like I feel like I want this shirt to be something that you can just wear and then like go outside. You don't have to throw anything inside. So we have like the little like the Cuban like collar. I think it's like a perfect fit. It doesn't show too much skin at all. In terms of like the fit itself, is like more slim. It's like not too oversized, because I feel like nowadays a lot of like the shirts, they're just like too big and you don't really know like what to match them with, and I think sometimes the fit is just very off. Some small details like over this piece is how like really subtle distressing like all over the piece to give it like a little bit of the swag, aside from like the utilitarian side. Kind of feels like a safari like combat shirt. The second last piece in the collection is the Troubled Waters wrap skirt. I feel like this can honestly be like a very unisex piece. Me personally, like I usually style it over the mummy pants that we put out a few months ago in Paris. As for the size and reference on these, I will usually say for any guys like over 180 centimeters tall, go for like the size large, and like for girls or like for guys that are like rather skinny or are like on the slim end of like the body type like me, feel free to go for like a size small. All of these are like highly adjustable, beautifully waxed cotton, and I honestly think this is perfect for styling, and men should be able to wear skirts too. Alright guys, so the very last piece in the collection is the Scandal tee. This is kind of like the white version of like our Paris tee, which is sold out already. So in case you're not familiar with a Paris tee, this is basically like a double layered cotton shirt, like in white, like a more tighter fit than what we had like in the past. Like this is like really like a just fit, if that makes any sense. I've been loving this fit like recently, like nothing too oversized. And on the back of the shirt, it's also double layered with like the outer layer like ripped into pieces, showing the print on like the inner layer, which says Scandal. And then this is also actually a direct reference that I got on my trip to France, like after our showroom in Paris this January. Actually, like we were in like the countryside of France, and we went to like a museum, and on the wall like there was like this newspaper, and it just wrote Scandal, and then like I can only recognize that one word because like it's like a French newspaper, so it's like a scandal spelled with a E, and this word scandal kind of is like a seamstress that kind of like sews like all of these fragmented pieces of like the story together. And I feel like it's definitely like one of the keywords when it comes to like the inspiration for this collection. So guys, that's basically it for today's video. I hope you guys liked the new Troubled Waters collection. I'm more than excited to share with y'all like the rest of the visuals and all like the behind the scenes stuff. Again, like the X6 collection, in between summer and fall, I really wanted to put out like something more because I had like a little bit more ideas about summer, and for like some lighter wear for fall, I feel like also is a large part of like what this collection is about. Thank you guys for watching this video. Troubled Waters X6 is dropping on the 7th of September at Tokyo time 23 o'clock 11 p.m. and Beijing time 10 p.m. and like the rest of the time I don't know how to calculate. And I'll probably see you guys at like the coming offline events of Troubled Waters. Peace.